Hello and welcome to Jam Sports Hour. We are here on June 23rd. It's about noon. We just had a podcast yesterday, talked about the NBA Finals, NBA Draft. And today we're going to talk about MLB coming up on the All-Star break. The unofficial midway point of the season. As always, I'm joined by AV. Yep. And Javier.
Hello.
And today we got a guest. We got Ace.
Yo.
He's our resident our resident Royals correspondent.
Even though I'm a Yankee fan.
Even though he's a
And oil too.
And oil.
I want to know how my stocks are doing.
Terrible.
My oil stocks.
Yeah, they're sinking like really fast.
So
Only yours beat us.
So we got about around 70 games played so far. So we're coming up on the halfway point. And let's just go division by division and talk about some storylines, overachievers, just our general thoughts on each team. I guess we'll start with the AL East. We got the Tampa Bay Rays sitting in first place at 40-32. Kind of a surprise. Since everyone kind of thought they would suck at the beginning of the year. What do you guys think about the Royals this year?
The Royals? We're jumping to the Royals now?
About the Rays this year.
The Rays? Well, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, to be honest, when you think about it, having them first. Especially since they have all these injuries. I really don't understand. Matt Moore, Alex Cobb, some other guy I can't remember right now. I mean...
Archer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Archer's been killing it.
Yeah, Archer's been killing it, but... They have injuries, and they don't look that great, even if they were healthy on paper. But apparently, that's baseball, and now they're in first place.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Archer has just been a beast this year. ERA close to 2. 11 K per 9. It's kind of crazy. At the beginning of the year, if I told you Steven Souza Jr. was going to lead the Rays in home runs, and that Logan Forsythe was going to lead them in average.
I believe you because there's nobody else really besides maybe Evan Longoria.
True.
Yeah, dude, they just make the most out of all their players. They have all these scrubs, but they do well. Forsythe, Kiermaier, whatever.
But
they have all these. They have also these good players. They play a Joe Madden style offense still. Try to manipulate runs as well as they can with all these non-power hitters. Play small ball a lot. I don't know, man. Honestly, I didn't think they were gonna be that good coming into the season. But they had good starting pitch. I knew they had good starting pitching, but their offense. I knew their offense was going to struggle, but it surprised me. And even if you look at it on paper, it doesn't look stand out to you, but they've been producing runs.
Yeah.
The emergence of Chris Archer, in my opinion, is just the biggest reason why. I mean, what does he have? He has 120 strikeouts, something like that now.
116.
116. What's his record? Or his record's not.
Nah, it's 8-4. But
8-4.
That could be just a product of the environment.
He's arguably been the best pitcher in the American League. So far, anyway. I don't think it'll remain that way, but he's been amazing. And it's almost sad because if you think about how they're doing right now, and then you look at the injuries, they could be, if everybody was healthy, this is a legitimate threat, to contend. They're in first right now by a decent amount. And that's counting all their injuries, so.
Yeah. Okay. Do the Rays finish in first place in the AL East at the end of the year?
No.
No? I'm with you guys. I don't think they can hold on.
It's a toss-up.
They literally have so many injuries. They have 4 starters, right? They're literally working on 4 starters right now. And one of them is Erasmo Ramirez. There you go. Erasmo Ramirez.
Yeah, sooner or later that pitching.
Erasmo.
Sooner or later that pitching's going to catch up to them. But all the teams except for the Red Sox in the AL East are above 500. AL East is just so tough. It's such a dogfight, just like last year.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And as everyone expected, the Red Sox won last. With all their new additions, of course, they had the 9 games below 500.
That's how it always
today.
works. That's how it always works.
Division.
Remember the Blue Jays when they acquired like Melky Cabrera and like all those guys, like, and then they just didn't win like at all. Like that's how it happens every time.
Yeah, because they never like develop any pitching. They have some good prospects, but like
they got
their offense is always going to like be first in the league, but their pitching is never up to their offense. That's why they always fail every season. Same thing with Boston. That's the same thing with Boston too this year. I thought Pablo Sandoval and Hanley Ramirez, I thought those were like, I didn't really like those signings for them. I thought they gave them too much money.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Pablo was a bit of an overpay, but I like the Hanley Ramirez is a good player, but his just ability to stay healthy has always been a problem. But obviously, he's been helping them out a lot. Pablo's been solid. I mean, you know what you're gonna get from him. The rest of the offense,
yeah, he's okay.
You know, I feel like hasn't been doing so well. I mean, Poppy obviously his struggles are being highlighted a lot.
Oh no, he's starting to turn it around though.
He's a little bit, but. You know, now, they're even... Wasn't there rumors about him getting traded or something like that? Like, they weren't true, but even stuff like that popped up. Mookie Betts...
Oh, yeah.
Like...
Oh, Mookie... Oh, my... Mookie Betts is so good. Mookie Betts is so good. Like, honestly, I think he's an all-star worthy this season. He's been so good. In, like, a couple years, he's going to be a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Mookie.
They have a lot of young talent. But no pitching. All right. The team that's 1 game back, 2 in the win column, tied in the loss column. The Yankees, 38-32. Playing like 500 ball lately, not really separating themselves. They were in first place for a little bit. What do you guys think of them?
Well, obviously, the first thing you got to talk about when it comes to the Yankees is Alex Rodriguez.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, love him or hate him, which I don't think many people love him. Maybe they are okay with him, but he's been, like, one of the better offensive players on the team, without a doubt. And the offense in general has been so much better.
They just need to learn how to pitch. Even, like,
Nova, Tanaka, Pineda.
A lot of shaky stuff with the pitching.
There's a lot of talent on that pitching staff, but it just doesn't translate. It's not translating right now. I think that they'll figure it out. I'm sure Tanaka. I think Tanaka will come back strong. Pineda.
Nova's pitching tomorrow.
For us
against the Phils. We still got a game against the Phils, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, he's pitching game 3.
Oh, we got Warren going tonight.
No, we have. Wait, do we? Oh, so it's Sabathia.
Oh well.
Wait,
no,
so
that's worse.
Wait. Nova's getting called up again? Like, he's getting called back?
Yeah, he's starting tomorrow.
He's back. Yeah.
So we got Nova back now.
They're running with a 6-man rotation as of now. But what's going to happen is whoever pitches probably the worst, which will probably end up being Adam Warren.
Warren or CC.
But like they can't send CC to the bullpen. Like,
they won't do that.
Which it can't be that, like... That's not bad, though, because Warren's good in the bullpen. And honestly, our bullpen is a little misleading, in my opinion. It's really just 2 guys that are really good. And then the other guys kind of suck.
No,
I think that
Jason Swear's pretty good.
Jason Street and like Chris Mutton have done pretty well, like coming out of the bullpen. Like they have their bright spots.
They do, but I think that the real reason it's a threat is those 2.
Like Betances and Miller.
And with Miller hurt right now, that impacts it a lot.
He's starting throwing today, so he should be back probably a week and a half or so.
But yeah, I mean...
They're so inconsistent.
They are.
The team's
just
weird.
A streaky team.
And we got Steven Drew. Somehow is still playing, even though he's hitting like 180.
He used to die.
I think he's doing.
He has 11 home runs though. Like, where did that come from? He's hitting 190, 11 home runs.
And he's batting 190.
a 258 on base percentage though.
I mean,
like at what point do you say, okay, the homers are nice, but we can't have you not getting on base more than 3/4 of the time? Like, at what point, like...
I mean, I guess they like his defense, right?
It's not like he's amazing defensively, though.
I know, but like...
I mean, Perella and Refsnyder are just as good defenders.
And they could probably...
I don't think Ref Snyder.
Perella is. Ref Snyder. Are you saying that? I mean, I think that Perella can hit over 200 in the majors right now.
I mean,
that's not a what?
He's done it before.
I know exactly. So why is he not playing? Why is Stephen Drew still playing?
I think they're
because he has those. Because they're like praying for those nights that he has those 2 home runs. Those like 2 home run games, and then like for the next 10 games, it's zeros across the board.
I guess they're just hoping that he can't be this bad. I mean, like
we saw it last year though. He played close to half a season, I think it was, and batted what 178 last year, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had an excuse that he didn't go through spring training yet.
So you saying, but he wasn't staying in shape throughout that time. He wasn't doing anything. Like, come on.
I know you can't BS that for too long.
Yeah, I guess the first like month or so, but
I think
I'm done with him. That was such a bad signing for them. I thought
Dude
they
wanted
just
$9
developed
million.
somebody. They could have, instead of playing him, they could have just developed a young guy.
Ref Snyder Perella is our second baseman right now in the minors.
Exactly. Well, I guess like with Perella's injury in the beginning of the year, I guess it may have been a little good, but he's ready now, so just play him.
Like I'd rather see like Ref Snyder or Perella like hit like 200 and maybe get a couple of homers, a couple RBIs, and a couple runs across the board, rather than Drew just doing what he does, like just kind of there, not like doing any good for the team.
You said it at the beginning of the year, Vitas. I'd rather see the Yankees suck with Perella or Ref Snyder at second base than Stephen Drew at second base.
I know. It's such a bad signing.
Trying to drive up value.
And but the Yankees this off season.
Yeah, no, I'm just like trying to.
I don't know what to think of it. I mean, crap. Like they got Gregarious. I thought that was a pretty good trade. They gave up Shane Green for him, but Shane Green could help our pitching staff right now. And we could have just put, like, Stephen Drew at short because Gregarious isn't even doing that well.
I didn't like that trade from the beginning. I like Shane Green.
Yeah, so do I. But I just thought it was a good trade because I thought Gregarious had that upside. But it's not really showing it. His defense wasn't even not as good as advertised so far.
Yeah, his defense was his calling card. And
but
he's just terrible.
But lately, he's been doing really well lately. And his bat.
Yeah, he's been turning up lately.
So hopefully this is a sign that he turns things around because I'm rooting for the guy. Like I want him to do well because it's hard to replace Jeter. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're being compared to him. It's almost like when Robertson took over the closer role. Well, almost. Like because Robertson was already really good. But like it felt like Sean throwing shots, but like it's hard to take over such a role like that. So I'm rooting for him to do well. His defense is good. I'm on board with that, but his batting needs to pick up. Not as bad as Drew, though.
At the beginning of the year, I said, if Didi hits 250 with 6 or 7 home runs, that's all I want from him. And, I mean, beginning of the year, it didn't look like he was going to get that, but he's starting to do better. And I think he can get up to there. He's batting 230 right now. But that was given that he would be an excellent defender. And he's already made 9 errors.
Yeah.
So, if he can just keep that for the rest of the year, I mean...
It's definitely not the Bronx Bombers anymore.
Well...
It's more like more defensive team, I guess. That's what they tried to go for.
Offense has been good, though. Texas back to a degree. That's exciting. A-Rod, obviously. Gardner's been great. Ellsbury's hurt, but he started off really well. So hopefully when he gets back, we'll be even better.
Oh yeah, definitely. When he gets back, I think we'll start to take off a little bit. But in regards to if we need to trade for a pitcher, that's like some rumors going on. I really don't think so. I want to keep the prospects that we have because we're starting to. The Yankees are starting to like get a couple of good, really good prospects together, such as Judge, Severino, Mateo, and their system's actually pretty good.
And 2 first-round draft picks this year.
Exactly. So I think that I really being a Yankee fan, I really don't want them to trade for anybody. I want them to
Cole
keep those
Hamels,
prospects.
like a Cole
Because we're
Hamels
getting
type
too
of deal. Yeah, I don't like that. All right. I think we touched on Toronto, but they're 2 games back, 38-34. What do you guys think of them?
This reminds me a lot of last year. Last year they were a little bit slow, and then they just had this stretch where they were like the best team in the majors offensively. And it feels like the same thing's going to happen. This is just me. Like, they're going to do really good for a stretch, but they're just complete lack of pitching is going to be the end of them.
Yeah, like they can't do well unless they have some sort of decent pitching. And right now, their best pitcher is probably like Mark Burley, and he's like
very good. Yeah, I'm
not
not a big.
And he's not even. It's not even that he's pitching poorly. It's just that he's not going to be able to continue, especially at his age. Like, he only has 45 strikeouts, even though he's 77-4.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be a number 1 starter. You know, like, you can't really have this guy as your number 1 starter.
Like, maybe 3 at best.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's working for them to a degree, but
it's not going to work throughout.
It's not going to work throughout the season. It really stinks too, because their offense is so good. I mean, you have Bautista, Edwin, Donaldson. Then you have Reyes and Russell Martin. Like, that's like 6. I don't even count.
It's 5.
It's like 5 really, really good players offensively. I mean,
and plus, remember, Devin Travis is going to be back soon.
Oh yeah,
and so is Kevin Pillar's been hitting pretty well. Dalton Pompey, like, they've all been like hitting. So that's like almost a whole lineup of players who can hit.
To be fair though, I think they expected Marcus Stroman. This year, obviously, so that did hurt them a lot. But still, I don't think it makes up for the fact that they need pitching.
Also, don't forget about Chris Colabello. Like, everybody thought he was going to slow down. He still hasn't slowed down. And he's been playing really well, too.
They've been very good offensively. They need pitching. Like, one of these days, they have to get it. Like,
they're going to have to trade. They're going to have to make a trade by the deadline because they have all this offense that they can afford to get rid of for some pitching. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I see a trade for, like, Encarnacion or Colabello or somebody.
And they have Daniel Norris, who is... let's see.
I mean, he's okay in AAA.
He was in the majors
earlier this... a little bit more seasoning.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was in the majors for a little bit earlier this year.
So is Pompey, but like Pompey just started to struggle and they just sent him down. But I'm not even mad about that because Pilar's been so good in center field for them.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good defensively. He's actually one of the better defensive players in the league. He's so good.
Yeah.
And can we officially say that the Mets won that R.A. Dickey trade?
Yes.
I mean,
yes. I mean, that was just ugly for.
Hey, who did they get in return from again?
They got Darno and Syndergaard, I think.
Really?
Oh, then that's not even a question.
That's because they traded him right after he won the Cy Young. Right?
Yeah, he's done
I thought they were
since.
stupid for that.
He's done nothing.
Yeah,
he had one decent season after he won the Cy Young when he was like, I don't know, 14-12 or something, and like he was like decent, but he didn't do anything for the. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he's inconsistent.
It was R.A. Dickey, Mike Nikias, and Josh Toll to Toronto for Wilmer Becerra, John Buck, Travis d'Arnaud, and Noah Syndergaard.
Wow. Yeah, we give the Mets a lot of crap for them like just being terrible for the past few years, but they need credit for that trade because I don't know many teams that trade a Cy Young winner and then like after
for prospects.
For prospects, I don't know many teams that do that. So you got to give them a lot of credit for that. Orioles.
You can't trust that like one season and then like you don't know how they're gonna do the next. If they're just like a one season wonder, like what R.A. Dickey was, like you can't just like trust him like the Blue Jays did. And like I feel that's the same way how Chris Davis is. I think he's kind of a one season wonder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that being said, let's talk about the Orioles.
Yeah, segue into the Royals, 36-33.
Stop saying Royals.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Just his presence, I
swear. Talk about Baltimore Orioles, 36-33, 2.5 back. Been playing well lately. 7-3 in the last 10.
I'm going to make a blanket statement, and you guys should all agree with this. Chris Davis is on steroids.
Wait, someone who plays baseball is on steroids? Is that what you're saying?
He has been for the past few years. Like, it's just what happens.
He did get busted. What was he taking Adderall for his ADD?
Yeah. He missed the playoffs, right?
Yeah, he was suspended for the playoffs.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate on Chris Davis too much. He's basically just all power.
Yeah,
like, the problem is
steroids.
The problem is that how do you go from hitting 55 home runs to what was it? He hit like 20 last year. He was terrible. Like
he OD'd on steroids.
But the funny thing is, he's not the reason like they're decent. It's because of guys like Machado, who hasn't gotten into any fights this year, if I'm not mistaken. He's been good on that front, right?
No.
No fights? Thanks, Peter. And then we have Adam Jones. Most underrated star in the league?
Oh, I agree.
I think Adam Jones is absurdly consistent. I don't think he gets enough credit.
I mean,
he never misses games.
His defense
is great.
Is second to none in center field.
He's great. Like, he doesn't get enough credit on that team. You know, that's just me. And similar to the Royals, wow, God dang it! Similar to the Blue Jays, they're lacking that like really good like number one starter. They do have prospects like Gosman and them. But I don't think they're really all that ready yet. So they need to find some pitching from somebody. Because I don't think Ubaldo Jimenez is going to cut it.
Okay, wait, let's talk about Ubaldo Jimenez and Wei and Chen. Because they're two of my, I don't want to say favorite, but like, I like them a lot because they're extremely consistent in that, like, they get the same amount of fantasy points almost every night. And I have them both on my team, so like I can always count on them to get like 15, 16 points. You know, they'll go like 6 innings, get a few strikeouts, maybe give up a run or two, because like they always can like keep up that consistent like fairly low ERA. I don't know, I love it. It's great. They're just perfect.
It is perfect, and you know that's really all I have to say about the Orioles. I mean, they're just kind of, I don't know really where they're gonna end up.
But yeah, they could definitely use a better pitcher.
But yeah,
for now, I'm happy with those two.
I mean,
and Wei and Chen is back after being sent down after fatigue or whatever.
I think they're going to win the East. I think they're good enough. Their offense is good enough. They have Weeders back, Machado. Machado's doing really well.
So
like potential All-Star. Adam Jones, as you said. And I think their pitching will hold up, and I think they're just a better overall team than like all the East teams. Dude, imagine they're like starting pitcher in like a couple years when they have Gossman, Bundy, and Hunter Harvey up. Oh my, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good.
It's true, but I think Harvey's a couple years away.
Yeah, a couple years. Mark my words, a couple years, and they still have Machado on the team. He's like hitting his prime. Oh my lord.
Really good.
All right, Red Sox. Can we just skip them because we all hate them?
I mean, well, quickly let's just touch on the fact that
Mookie Betts is good, and that's about it.
Mookie Betts is good. Well, hey, give some credit to Bogarts. Bogarts needs some.
Bogarts is good.
Bogarts is like 292.
Bogarts. Really?
Yeah, he was bad at the beginning of the year for a little bit.
Yeah,
he's just a solid player, and people forget he's still like 23 years old, maybe.
Something like that, yeah.
He's still really young, and he's gonna be great.
I was wrong. Yeah, he's
22.
He's been solid.
22.
He's been solid defensively or offensively, and I think he's a good defensive player too. But like besides him and Mookie Betts and maybe Sandoval, that's about it.
And Hanley
and
is the problem.
Pedroia's batting over 300.
Mm-hmm. Pedroia, he deserves some credit. The big problem, though, like I feel like every team in this division is the pitching.
Yeah,
it is absurd. Like if you look at the Red Sox rotation,
Boston is by far the worst pitching.
It's crazy. Like Porcello has been so bad, and I thought he was gonna be really good actually.
Joe Kelly,
he's so bad. Oh my gosh.
Joe
Kelly, he was doing okay. He was hitting like maybe a 3.8 ERA in the beginning of the year. Then it just went downhill. Like the past 5 starts, it just went downhill.
He's at 561 right now.
Yeah, it's been so bad.
The fact that Joe Kelly is still in the rotation is just sad. And like Wade Miley, he used to be decent, and now he's just awful.
Buchholz used to be decent.
Buchholz used to be decent too, and now he's just
Yeah, they need to find pitching. Everyone knows that Cole Hamels is probably the prime target for this team because they do have a lot. Like, I feel like they could make that trade.
But Cole Hamels,
they could.
Cole Hamels is not going to fix that. Like, just one pitcher's just not going to fix that.
Yeah, I agree. But
but think about it. Chris Archer has basically fixed everything for the Rays. Like, they don't really have any other pitching, and like, but he's still like shining and like doing really well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about the Red Sox. All I care about, and then I just want to see how Rusney Castillo does. I feel like that was a big signing.
Oh no, he's struggling, dude. I'd rather them have Brock Holt and Wright.
We shall see.
Dude, Brock Holt can play anywhere. He's like he's such a consistent player. He's so underrated. I don't know why they signed all these players when you already had Brock Holt.
But he's also a little streaky too. Like he'll get on a hot streak and he'll be really good, and then he'll get on a cold streak and he won't get a hit.
And then catching. I don't think they ever fixed the catching position, and they knew that coming into the season.
Yeah, Blake wasn't that well.
Okay. I mean, he's starting to heat up, but to be a contender, I think you need. I don't know if you can win with a rookie catcher.
All right, moving on to the Central Division. All right, before we do that, who wins the AL East?
O's.
Blue Jays. I'm going with my pick.
Okay, we got O's, Blue Jays.
I want to say O's, but Yankees do get a wild card because they're not far behind.
I'm going to go with the Yankees. That six-man rotation with Adam Warren anchoring the end of that, can't beat that.
Adam Warren's going down back to the bullpen. That's like very soon. He gets like one more start maybe. It's going to be the same thing like the mess with Dylan G.
Yeah.
Let's just hope Adam Warren doesn't get DFA'd.
All right, Central Division, the Kansas City Royals.
The Kansas City
You mean
Royals.
the American League All-Star team?
You mean the best team in the game?
No.
Sitting at 40-27. I mean, what is there to say?
I'm like so pissed at the Royals though.
I
can't like them anymore. They managed to turn their like Cinderella story from last year. Everybody loved them, and now everyone hates them. They got into a bunch of fights, and then now they're messing up the All-Star.
There's so much fun to watch. But there's so much fun to watch. Like, Yordano Ventura is so much fun to watch.
And he gets into fights for no reasons.
Yes.
It's fun. Like, don't get me wrong.
So
I'm
fun.
actually kind of intrigued to see what'll happen if all these Royals like made the All-Star team. Like, I think that'd be cool.
I think the reason... Okay, so while we're talking about All-Star game voting, the Royals need to be the All-Star team. Because that would eliminate fan voting. And fan voting is just a terrible idea.
You're on the side that you think that it should just be done.
I think fan voting is a terrible idea. Matt Wieters should not have been voted as the starting catcher for last year's All-Star game when he was out for most, like...
No, that's true.
Like, that's just completely absurd. Like, he didn't play the whole season.
That was, like, based off of, like, 3 weeks. And then people, like, forgot that he was hurt.
Yeah, but he still got, like, a ton of votes. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think
fan voting is dumb. Like,
the problem, though... Yeah, the fan voting's done, but the problem is that this game counts. You can't make it where, like, Omar Infante is your starting second baseman, who might not even be starting on the Royals by the time we get to the All-Star game.
You know what? I think the Royals will be okay with it, because even if they do lose the All-Star game, by the time they're in the World Series, they'll still win the first 4 games of the series.
You never know. But, the Royals...
Even if it's against Mad Bum and the Giants. They figured out how to hit him up by now. I think what the NL All-Star team should do is just start Bumgarner the whole game and just see what happens.
All right. But back just to the Royals in general, not much to say. Great team.
Phenomenal team.
Phenomenal team.
Phenomenal.
A lot of just solid players. Great defense. Great pitching. Great bullpen. There's not much to say about them. Hosmer's been great though.
Yordano Ventura needs to learn how to pitch, though.
Yeah,
like he can throw. He can pitch.
He's gonna be good though.
He will be good. Like, he was better last season. I don't know what happened this season.
It's crazy because they lost Shields too.
Yeah,
and they've been able to step up for him.
With Chris Young.
Yeah,
was ERA.
Chris Young, the pitcher.
Chris Young, the pitcher. Yeah.
I mean, looking at their team, it's just a solid team. Like, what's his face? Back real quick on the All-Star thing. Hosmer I don't think he's the first baseman. He shouldn't be. Miguel Cabrera also plays in this game. still, so it should be.
He retook him. He has a lead
Oh,
now.
he retook him?
Yeah.
But still, I don't think that's the most absurd one. Because Hajmer's been really, really good this year.
Yeah, I think that more absurd would be Infante at second, but
Yeah.
it's still a good thing that he's winning.
Royals are if I say Royals one more time, Altuve's only less than 500K away from Infante, so
Yeah, but
that's something to keep an eye on.
I mean, yes, it sucks for Altuve, but like Infante needs to start.
Donaldson's only 37,000 out.
Yeah.
Moose has been pretty solid. I mean,
He's been solid.
Donaldson's been
Johnson's
better.
been so much better.
Donaldson is way better. I agree, but Moose has been solid.
Cess-
Another crime is freaking Condreas Morales. I'm sorry. Nelson Cruz should be.
He hasn't hit in the past month.
Or A-Rod. I'd rather have Nelson Cruz or A-Rod.
Yeah.
Era's at
I mean,
1.6 million.
Morales has been consistently good throughout the season. Like he
You
actually
could put
deserved it.
I personally think you could put A-Rod over
No,
Condreas
No.
Morales.
Same.
More power.
no,
Same.
He's
Sorry.
39 years old,
no.
and what he's doing, people
They're
forget. I
hitting
think
like
people
the
are forgetting
same,
that
but
he's 39
A-Rod has
years
more
old.
power. Like, they have like the same average.
Boom.
Wait, hold on.
Eichler's bringing up the stats.
Fact checking.
He's
Morales is
checking.
batting 290, 35 runs, 8 homers, 45 RBIs. Remember that for me. 'cause he's
How many home
funny.
runs?
Or 8.
A-Rod's
8,
batting
okay.
280.
Check A-Rod. 281, 14
Okay.
home runs.
All right, yeah, you're right. You're right. I stand.
Alex Rodriguez.
But that's also after he went on that just torrent the past few days. But at least Morales has been consistent. That's all I can say.
But anyway, good team. Not much to say there.
Phenomenal.
A lot to say about this next team.
Oh my God.
The Minnesota Twins. 3.5 games back. Had the lead for most of this. They had
They had the lead.
They had the lead for a little bit.
Degree. They had it for at one point, just like everyone expected. The Twins, you know.
Hold on. Let me take a second. I have to go look at who's on their teams before I answer this. Hold on.
The only player I know on that team is Brian Dozier.
Come on, Tory Hunter.
Joe Mauer.
Tory Hunter.
Yeah,
Joe
but
Mauer's decaying corpse.
Trevor
Yeah.
Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe.
The
Brian
decaying
Buxton.
corpse of Joe Mauer.
Buxton.
And then you have Trevor Plouffe, yeah. According to Cav, he's an elite third baseman.
Brian Dozier is
Never said that.
elite second baseman.
Oh yeah, very underrated player. He's not gonna make the All-Star.
I'll make the team. Oh, hold on.
He won't
I
start.
don't know though because it's Altuve.
It's Altuve and Infante and Dozier. That's.
No, there's one more that we're missing.
If Infante doesn't win the vote, he's not making the team.
Oh yeah, but if you don't,
Pedroia.
Pedroia.
Pedroia. No, I'm
better.
just saying who's in front.
I think
Kipnis.
Dozier's been better though. I'm not really sure, but
I love Dozier. I think he's an amazing player. I don't think he gets enough credit whatsoever. But then look at this team. Like Mauer. I mean, I said that before I didn't mean to be beat, but
Kipnis is
he
the
really
other.
is. Oh yeah, Kipnis. I'm not trying to be beat, but Mauer's not what he used to be whatsoever. I don't think he's gonna get back to that whatsoever.
fancy.
Kipnis Dozier. And then pitching, they have Flyball Hughes, who's been struggling a lot this year, but maybe he'll make it back. I don't know.
Come on, Mike Pelfrey.
Michael. I mean, look at their team. I don't understand.
Mike
this is,
Pelfrey getting
maddening.
4.2 K per 9 rate.
Look at this team. Torrey Hunter. I forgot they had him. I mean,
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, he signed back with the Twins, and everyone's like, "Why don't you go somewhere where you can win?" Little did we know.
I mean, I thought the only interesting thing about this team was going to be Byron Buxton. If he would get called up, he did, but it turns out they're also doing really well. So that's an added bonus.
That's why I don't.
Expect.
That's why I don't think Sano's coming up anytime soon
Why? Because they're doing well.
because they're doing well. And Plouffe is
Wait, question time. What the hell happened to Danny Santana?
yeah,
He was never good.
He was good.
He was
good
last year. Last year he was good.
I don't,
Yeah, he's good,
I don't think
but
he was
he's
good.
like
I just
another
don't think he was
one-hit
good.
wonder.
I don't know. I feel like he just lost his ability to do anything. I don't even know. It was just
He batted .319 last year.
How
yeah.
many games?
101.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. All right. I just,
That's pretty.
I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Twins done. I don't know why they're in second. That should change, right? Yeah. I mean, the next team should overtake them that we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
And that is the Detroit Tigers. 36 and 34, 5.5 back. What do we think? Price?
What's Price's tier this year?
Price has been good.
Has he? Like, he hasn't anything like phenomenal.
He's not phenomenal, but he's still like a top 5 potentially starting pitcher in the league.
Yeah, he's been
He's a
very
2.5 ERA.
He's been very
He's
good.
doing fine.
K per 9.
I think
It's in at 8. Could
he
be a
can
little low.
improve the strikeout rate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people think that he wasn't that great last year, but he had the most strikeouts, I think, in the entire league.
Last year he was better.
Yeah, some people think that he lost it last year. He really didn't, though. He was fine.
Best pitcher on this team? Alfredo Simon. How many horrific say his last name?
He's gonna fall off a cliff. In like
I know, and he got
He already
rocked by
did.
the Yankees the last time out.
He rocked.
Yankees.
He got rocked.
Oh yeah, that's
killed
right.
him.
That's right.
Annabelle Sanchez. Ugh.
He's
He's
fine, but he should.
He's alright. He's not really that good this season. Verlander, just get rid of Verlander. Like, I'm done. I'm done with Verlander.
They can't.
Like, he's not an elite pitcher anymore.
No way. I mean, this is another team that's. It's not carried by offense because they do have some. They get something out of other guys besides Price every now and then. But the offense is great. They have Miggy. They have Cespedes. They have what's his face?
Was it Iglesias?
Kinsler. Oh yeah, he's been doing all right this year.
Yeah.
Iglesias.
He was doing better. Excuse me. He was doing better in the beginning of the season. He's kind of slowed since then, but he's still doing pretty well.
And give credit to JD Martinez.
Yeah, he's still hitting
He's-
325.
I don't think people realize that JD has 16 home runs right now.
Yeah, he just
I
hit a
didn't know that
3-home
until
run
I read
game.
that yesterday.
Which Martinez would you rather have, JD or Victor, for the rest of the season?
See, here's the thing. I mean, I'm
I
going to
agree
stay
with
with Victor, but I never liked Victor. I never liked that signing. I was just like, he had the best season possible. And then they signed him to a 4-year deal when he's 36 years old. I just didn't see why. It didn't make sense to me, but he has to be better. He's batting like 220 right now. I mean, I'll take Victor, but damn, I don't know actually.
I think I'm going to go JD there. I agree with you, Des.
Dude, teams are getting screwed by signing these mid-30-year-old players. Victor Martinez, Carlos Beltran.
I gotta think.
They're just gonna like stop signing these players. They need to learn. Stop signing like the mid-30-year-olds to like big contracts.
Yeah. Miggy's still doing Miggy things, batting 350, 15 home runs.
Oh yeah, Miggy.
He's pretty good at baseball.
Pretty good.
A 456 on base percentage, close to 600 slugging. Just ugh. There's no words. Like, he's just good.
RBIs, too.
He's so good.
Is he leading the American League in RBIs? He might be. He has 52 right now. Well, regardless, that's all I have to really say about Tigers. Great team. I just feel like they're at a weird position right now where I
Who's
don't
their
know
closer?
what they need.
Who's their closer? I think
Soria.
They always have bullpen
Sorry.
problems. They've always had bullpen problems.
Jabba the Hutt. You like Jabba?
We did like Jabba when he was on the Yanks.
I didn't even like him when he was on the Yankees. I didn't like. He wasn't good. How could I like him?
He had that one promising thing. Like, he was the next Mo, and then he decided to get eaten by ants, and he wanted to become a starting pitcher, got himself hurt and all this stuff, and then he hit Jeter.
And then he hit Jeter,
like,
stuck his
oh my
tongue
God.
out at him. Like, what are you doing?
I was like, dude, what are you doing? All right, but anyway, move on. I don't want to go on a rant about Jabba Chamberlain.
All right, Cleveland.
Corey Kluber.
32 and 37, 9 back.
They only have 2 good players. 3, maybe.
They have good players.
4. No, they have 4. Sorry.
They have more. They have more.
They have
I'm
4.
going to tell you who.
Kipnis.
Kipnis, Brantley, Kluber, Santana. He should be better.
Jan Gomes is good.
Don't give me that.
Danny Salazar.
Jan Gomes is good.
You know what he's batting right now? You know what he's batting right
I
now?
don't care.
204.
Danny Salazar is good.
Talk about Danny Salazar because he's good.
And
You know he's
Carlos
going to lead
Carrasco
the league in
is good,
strikeouts one year.
as well as Trevor
Carrasco
Bauer.
should be better. Bauer is not doing that well, is he?
Francisco?
Carlos
Lindor? I mean, whatever. He's
Where-
there. He's going to be good defensively, but his bat is something that I question.
All right,
At
next.
least right now.
White Sox.
Wait, hold on. I want to talk about really
way
quickly.
too much time on these teams.
Yeah, no, we are. But really quickly,
We're going to
just
break it up.
it's
We'll do it
kind of ridiculous how they were projected to be like the World Series winner, and we're looking right now. They're in fourth place. So that's something interesting.
It's just they don't have all the pieces. Who's their closer?
I think they have the pieces. I just think that they need to play.
Cody Allen.
You know, like
I think they also have bullpen. They have bullpen problems. That's what it is.
Yo, Cody.
I think they should. They have to get better. It doesn't make sense. They shouldn't be fourth.
It's their bullpen. That's because I think they have good offense. They have
underperforming offense from some
pitching.
people. From some people.
Carlos Santana is underperforming. He should be better. I think he has potential to be better.
And Michael Brantley is one of the most underrated players in the league.
I don't think he's as underrated as Brian Dozier or Adam Jones, but he's underrated.
He is, definitely. But yeah, maybe not to that extent.
And Kipnis too.
Kipnis has
too,
been extraordinary this season.
Kipnis too, but I'm not going to say he's underrated just because he really wasn't very good last year. Like, this is based off of this year. That's just me.
He'll be like comeback player of the year.
A-Rebel.
I think it's no question that A-Rod's going to be comeback player.
Or Matt Harvey. Oh, never mind. I thought this was like the NBA where they have one award for both leagues.
It's going to be for AL. It'll be between it'll be A-Rod and Kipnis, because Kipnis has just been so good. Like, A-Rod hasn't been as good as Kipnis this year.
No.
But I mean, and like A-Rod didn't play last year, but Kipnis was awful last year.
Do you think they would give it to A-Rod?
I don't think that.
Yes.
I don't.
That it would just. I don't. I can't see them not doing it.
It depends on how well A-Rod does this year and how many milestones he hits.
Mm.
If he hits enough and he like hits over 30 home runs,
then he's on that pace. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he will.
I don't know if the league will give it to him.
I think they would.
I think they would, like, out of good faith, and like make a good gesture, so they don't get any.
Honestly, they could do what they did with the Rookie of the Year, AL Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago, and give it to both of them.
Here's one thing I thought of, even though we're going on a tangent, but if the Yankees, just hypothetically, like, they won the World Series, and A-Rod was a big factor of that, do you think they would pay him as bonuses?
No.
Out of good faith?
No. The Yankees would they're not going to pay us. No.
I agree.
The $7 million for the home run bonus, they would or $7 million for 660, whatever it was,
and then
the $7 million for 700, I think it is. No, he's not getting that money ever.
Yeah, I agree. He has enough money.
He missed out on $25 million last year, though.
Sucks for him. It's his fault.
That's his own fault.
All right, White Sox. Chris Sale is a beast, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's next.
Yeah, that's basically.
That's all, folks.
Robertson, he's getting lit up a little bit, but he's still good. His K per 9 is strikeouts versus walks is ridiculous. But besides that, they're pretty bad. Melky's been bad. He's like one of those players that he does good one year, stinks the next year.
Yeah, because
like he's literally year to year.
That good year he took the steroids.
No, but last year he was good.
He was okay last year. I don't think he was amazing.
He was good. I think he was really good. He
was pretty good last year.
He was good last year. But, like, that's just me. I mean, Abreu's been solid. He has 12 home runs, 290. That's fine.
I don't think he's been extraordinary.
He's just not been, like,
he hasn't been extraordinary like he was last year.
Chris Sale's amazing. It's what is he, like, 5 straight games over 10 strikeouts?
No. I think it's 6.
6 over 12.
6 and over 12.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that
he's on the White Sox.
And that he's on the White Sox because, oh my God, I guess.
White Sox could trade him.
Sale?
You know how much they would ask for him, though?
Oh.
They would ask for, like...
probably... Jeff Samardzij's been bad.
Yeah, Jeff Samardzija has been...
That's what he gets for leaving the Cubs.
Well, he didn't leave. He got traded.
Yeah, they traded him at the worst time. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was on the Athletics. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, they traded him at the worst time. Like, it sucks to be Jeff Samardzija.
All right. Next.
All right.
Who's in first?
Who wins?
On to the West.
Oh, wait, who wins the Central?
Oh, who wins the Central?
Royals.
Tigers.
Oh, shut up.
Royals.
I'm going with the Tigers.
What do you say, Ivy?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going with the Royals, but I think the Tigers will finish that.
Yeah, Royals, definitely.
I was wrong about
Definitely
them.
the Royals.
I was wrong about them. I thought they wouldn't repeat.
All right, on to the West.
Oh, boy.
Who's in first?
I mean, we kind of maybe suspected the team that's in first to be in first.
Not this year.
But I think it's a little early.
Is it Houston?
Like Sports Illustrated said, our 2017 World Series champions. Could be earlier. Could be 2016. Could even be this year.
It could. Like, they have everything.
Of course, we are talking about the Houston Astros. 41-31, 10 games above 500, the best record in the American League, second best record only to the St. Louis Cardinals. I mean,
you're really excited about this.
We all saw this. We all saw this coming, didn't we? From maybe.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Forget the Mariners. Forget the Angels. No.
No, we all saw the Astros rise coming.
Yeah,
but we didn't think it would be now. We thought, okay, maybe another year of a top draft pick.
The thing is that their prospects, you look at Springer, he was really good last year. Continuing that this year, hopefully over a full season because he got hurt last year. And then Correa just got called up. Is he already like a top 5 shortstop? Because shortstop is terrible right now. But he might already be a top 5 shortstop in the league.
No, not yet, but he's close.
He's close though. Like
he's top 10.
Like he's definitely top 10 already, and that says a lot about the position in the league right now. And then you've got Altuve, obviously, just elite second baseman, one of the best. Gaddis, Carter, those two are like all power, but like it's not affecting the team right now.
Yeah,
because they're contributing enough in terms of power to like.
Yeah, they have guys who can outweigh.
Gaddis has been fine though. I think 230 is fine. I'm willing to live with it.
Yeah,
but Carter, we all know. I mean, at some point he's gonna have that month where he hits like 18 home runs.
Yeah, and then he'll go. In the next month he'll hit like 3.
Yeah, like that's just him. But he's gonna give them like 10 wins, like easily. Like, in my opinion, like during 1 month he'll just carry the team or something like that.
And then Balbuena has like actually been sort of hitting, even though his average is 186. Even though he's hitting 186.
Yeah, like they're a lot of power.
Balanced out. You wouldn't think this team would have power, and then yet they do, and then it's balanced out. Like it's outweighed with like
Altuve, Correa. And Springer's hitting for a decent average right now.
They have the pieces, and now they've got Kuchel, who's just a beast. Like they have all the pieces, and they're putting it together.
They have all types of players. Springer can hit for power and steal. Altuve can hit for average and steal. Gaddis, Carter hit for power. Correa is one of the top prospects in baseball at shortstop.
Dallas Kuchel and Lance McCullers is going to be a really strong combination too.
It's funny what they're doing with their lineup. They have Altuve batting. They have Springer leading off, Correa second, and Altuve third.
And Altuve's been killing it.
So weird. Like
Springer's been killing it.
Springer's been raking the ball since he was moved into the
which is weird.
The leadoff spot.
They really have everything. It's really nice though to see them skip. Wow. It's really nice how they're like. They were just like, no, we'll just be good this year. We don't want to wait. And then they are. So that's pretty interesting. Pitchers-wise, Keuchel. Is it Kuchel?
I think it's Kuchel.
It's Kuchel or Kuchel?
Kuchel.
Dallas,
yeah. Yeah, I know that. Mr. McCall.
He's just been sick.
Great pitching. A good closer in Gregerson. They really just have every type of player that you would want, and they're producing now. That's the key. Like everyone knew, like their players are going to be good, but they're producing now. So I honestly don't think it's out of the question that they stay in first place. I don't really think that they're overachieving all that much.
The only thing I'd be worried about was I haven't looked at it in a while, but a couple weeks ago they had the easiest schedule. Like their opponent's winning percentage was the lowest in MLB. But I think that they're fine. Let's see. Kuchel, Springer, Correa, Altuve. Altuve's been out past couple days, but he should be back. And when he's back, I think he gets right back into the swing of things. He's batting .296 right now, but I think he'll be fine.
But yeah, that's really it to say about the Astros.
Do we miss anybody on the Astros?
Overachieving, but they're overachieving, but not like to a degree that I think is just unsustainable. I don't think they're like the Twins or the Rays.
All right. Luke
team.
Gregerson.
Next team. Who's in second?
The Texas Rangers.
Wait, they're in second?
Yep.
37-33.
Wait, no.
Baseball's weird, man.
Baseball's weird.
Baseball is just weird. I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, This team actually has things, but they don't have Darvish. Darvish is hurt. Beltre, I think, is hurt right now. How are they even winning? Prince, right?
You know who's
Prince and
extremely
Prince.
Gallardo stepping up.
You know who's extremely frustrating?
Who?
Elvis Andrews.
Oh.
Like,
Elvis Andrews is terrible.
like
He's not terrible, I'm sorry, but he's just not very good.
he's not terrible, but he is terrible. It's like he's both.
What?
Like, I don't
He's
even-
not terrible, but he is terrible.
Like,
I
I don't know how to say it. Like he's bad, but he's not that bad. Because it's the shortstop. Like
yeah.
there's nobody good at shortstop, so he's like default top 5. I don't know. It's annoying.
Do you think that Josh Hamilton will make a big enough impact for this team returning?
I never liked Josh Hamilton.
Really?
Never.
What about, how do you feel about Joey Gallo?
I love Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo. I mean,
he's
his swing, like some of the homers he's hit, outrageous. Like when you see him hit the ball, it's awesome. But he's a prospect, so it's gonna take him some time.
He and Chris Bryant are the future of like power hitting. Like seeing them both homer off of Kershaw is just like amazing.
It was awesome. And then they have Mr. Jerickson Profar, who also was hurt, which is weird.
Yeah.
He's pulling a Derrick Rose. He's year to year. Like, I don't really understand him, but the team is this. They have to stop. Like, at some point, they're not going to be this good.
Their pitching is not strong enough.
Their pitching is not strong enough. Their offense, I don't think, is that strong anyway.
Well, they have Prince and Joey.
Prince
Like that's a
and-
pretty big 1-2 punch.
Yeah, and Beltre whenever he gets back.
Yeah.
Has it been recording, Kev? Alright, just make sure. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about the Rangers. No way they finish second in my opinion, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
I never thought the Twins were going to do this good. I never thought the Rays were, so you never know what happens. Let's move on though to the Los Angeles Angels.
Albert Pujols has been amazing last month.
Pujols
12 homers and 24 RBI in 20 June games.
Pujols could be an all-star.
I think he should be.
He probably should be. I mean, he's not what he used to be.
But in a way, he is.
Yeah, but like lately, he's hitting home run every single day.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. This is like Nelson Cruz at the beginning, like in September.
Yeah.
He's been outrageous.
Which means he'll probably have a terrible next 2 months.
Yeah, which is just how baseball works,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But what is underrated about him is the fact that he doesn't strike out a lot. People don't give him credit, and he hits for a lot of power. He's only struck out 27 times so far.
In the past week, he has 13 RBI and 5 homers.
That's crazy. Pujols is great, and I'm surprised. We said something about the Angels, and we didn't mention Mike Trout first. That's pretty cool. I don't know. That's just different.
Pujols is on fire.
Pujols has been on fire. Real quick though,
Travis Trout, and that's
Travis
how it's gonna be.
Cole Calhoun should be better. I think. Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
He's good.
He'll be better, but that's it.
What's good to see is Trout's picking up his average.
Garrett Richards.
Trout needs to run though. He's not running as much as he is.
Yeah, he needs to start running more, but I doubt that the Angels care because he's just so good.
Richards has been solid.
Richards has been solid, coming off the injury. Jared Weaver is terrible.
Yep, he should.
He's done. The team, I don't really know where they're going to finish because they have these two. They have Mike Trout and Albert Pujols, just reckon. But I think that can only take you so far, unless they make some trade. Which maybe they're a sneaky trade team that we haven't been talking about. Maybe they're thinking of something, but I can't.
They could
really
land
think
Paul
of anything.
Hamels for somebody. I don't know.
They could. It's possible. But
Who's next?
who's next? Next, yeah, that's all that's about the Angels. The Mariners. My pick to win the World Series.
Uh-huh.
That's who it was. And there are a lot of things to say about the Mariners. Right? Cano doesn't know anything right now.
Cano and Felix are frustrating me because Cano is just I'm not going to talk about Cano, but Felix is he'll throw a complete game shutout with 15 strikeouts one game, and then the next game he'll get me negative 30 fantasy points. What the hell? That's just extremely annoying.
Again with the fantasy points, huh?
Yeah, that's my measure for everything.
Nah, I feel you.
That's how I measure everything in life.
Cano he's a little scary right now. Because they signed him to a 10-year deal for whatever it was, like $260 million, and he's batting .240 with 3 home runs. That is not good whatsoever. I'd be really nervous if I were the Mariners, because if he doesn't figure this out, you're talking about like a huge bust in terms of like contract. Like,
yeah, he'll be
like,
41
yeah.
when his contract expires.
That's crazy.
And he's only like 3 years.
He's like 32, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
But besides that, Cruz has been a great addition. That's the only thing that's made them like bearable, relevant, like because of Cruz and Seager. We'll get to him in a second, but Cruz has been great. Should be the starting DH for the All-Star game. Batting .313 with 19 homers. He's great. And then you look at the rest of the team, it's just kind of, I mean, Fernando Rodney lost the closing job. Maybe he'll get it back. Taijuan Walker had a great spring training. Shocker, spring training doesn't mean anything when it comes to the regular season.
He's been inconsistent, which is to be expected.
And they traded for Mark Trumbo, which, I mean, I hope it helps them. He definitely has power, but the team in general is just kind of a mess. I mean, they have Felix, yeah, whatever, he's great, but he's been a little bit off, just a little bit. He'll be fine. And then the last relevant thing, honestly, is Seager. I think he's underrated because he does better every year, and he's still relatively young. He's still 27, so that's good. But besides that, I don't know what the Mariners are doing. I feel like I was wrong about them winning the World Series because they're not producing like they were last year whatsoever.
All right. Anything else on the Mariners?
Nope.
All right.
Then
The Oakland Athletics. Yep. Billy Beane's project, to say the least. Pretty much a failure so far.
yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, let's just look at. All right, before the trade deadline last year, this was the best team, I would say, in the American League. Now they are the worst team possibly in all of baseball. No, not the worst. Not the worst. At least one of the worst in the American League, though. One of the worst in the American League. I forgot about the Phillies and those type of teams. They lost everything. They went for it. Didn't work. And you look at the team right now versus last year, they really don't have all that much. They have Sonny Gray, who's great. He's great. He's a phenomenal pitcher. Then you have one of the bigger breakout guys this year, and Stephen Vogt. He's pretty good. Vote for Vogt. What's his face? Then they have Ben Zobrist. I mean, Drew they don't have anything. Lowry, they traded everybody.
They lost everyone.
They lost everyone. They traded
they have
everyone.
no more prospects. They lost Addison Russell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was pretty much the big name that they lost last year. I mean, it's ugly this year for them.
I don't see them moving up whatsoever. Highly doubt it. They have two. I guess they have two positive things, or three actually. Stephen Vogt, breakout. Sonny Gray is really good, and then Billy Burns has been actually tearing it up lately.
Yeah,
he's on my fantasy team. That's why I know that, and he's just one of the better leadoff men right now. He bats really high average, and he steals a whole lot of bases, so that's good for them. But otherwise, nothing really to say about this team. They're not really going anywhere.
Yeah. That Josh Donaldson trade was a complete failure.
Maybe we're witnessing Moneyball too, though.
Maybe, but I don't think so. I mean that finishes the American League. Who comes out of the American League?
Who comes out of the American League? For the champion?
Yeah.
Oh wait, we didn't pick a winner.
Oh, okay. Who wins?
West.
Who wins the AL East
Houston.
or AL West?
Houston.
I'm gonna say Houston too.
I'll say Houston. Something's got to change, though. One of these damn teams, man. I mean, because I want to stick with my pick.
Who was your pick?
My pick was
Mariners. I mean, if Cano can figure it out,
I'm gonna stick with my pick, and that was the Mariners. And I will not be surprised whatsoever if the Astros win the division.
I'm gonna say Astros. All right, so I guess.
As of now, we want to talk about playoffs.
Well, let's. Okay, so. All right, Vides, why don't you go through your division winners and your 2 wildcard spots?
You put me on the spot here, but we'll do it. All right, for the AL.
Yeah.
Okay, division winners. AL East, Baltimore Orioles. AL Central, I got the Royals, and AL West, I have the Mariners. 2 to wild card positions, I have. Let's go with the Yankees, and I'll go with the Astros.
All right. Bang, bang. Javier, what do you say?
AL East will be the Blue Jays. AL Central will be the Detroit Tigers. AL West will be the Seattle Mariners.
You're just so wrong in so many ways.
2 wildcard teams?
2 wildcard teams will be the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees.
We have one
Ace?
team. Orioles, Royals.
Oh my god.
Orioles, Royals, Astros, and the wild card, Yankees, and the Angels.
Yeah, I need to borrow $100.
Well, we have a special guest here today. What do you need?
$2
For what?
For food?
Why are you asking me?
Riches.
Why are you asking me?
Because I don't want to ask mom.
This is what Daniel does. He just comes in, asks for money, and then leaves. All right. For this $3, you have to tell us.
No, Mike, it's not worth it. I just want to go get lunch.
For $3, you have to tell us your division winners. Who wins the AL East?
And also wild cards.
Well, I think the Rays are gonna win. It's all pretty close, except for the Red Sox. Well, they can still get back into it.
So the Rays are your winners?
Yeah,
All right, who wins the Central?
the Twins.
The Twins?
The Twins.
Who wins the West?
Stick the Mariners to it all.
The Mariners.
Mariners?
No, I'm just kidding. The Rangers.
Rangers?
Mhm.
Okay. Who are your 2 wildcard teams in the AL East?
The Yankees and the Astros.
All right, there you have it. You heard it here first.
Follow me on Instagram.
At DannyCat21. All right. For me, that was our resident.
Midget.
Boy.
It's your brother, damn it.
That was our resident baseball expert. Now it's my turn.
Expert is in quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with Yankees coming out of the East, Royals coming out of the Central, Astros coming out of the West. My 2 wildcard teams are Minnesota and Texas.
Wow, nobody went with my picks.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Alright, that being said, let's get some sandwiches.
So let's see.
Sign off.
Any last words, AV?
About this?
Yeah, about the about the AL playoffs, anything, MVP. Oh, AL MVP.
Oh. You're not.
Josh Donaldson.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Omar Infante.
Oh. All right, I'll say Miggy.
If the Royals can rig the All-Star voting, they can also rig the MVP voting. So that's my logic.
Cy Young winner.
Greg Holland.
Dallas Keuchel.
Wade Davis.
No, it will be
Why Yin Chen?
It will be
Wade
Sonny
Chen.
Gray of the
No, it's
Oakland
gonna
Athletics.
be Wayne Chen.
Max Scherzer.
Wrong
He'll
division.
win both leagues. Both divisions.
No, he's winning both. He's winning both. Scrooge. What are you doing, fraudulent kid?
That's all the time we have for today. We'll be back probably tomorrow with a NL
Hopefully.
rundown and
Hopefully.
an NL rundown. We didn't do who represents who we got representing the AL in the All-Star game. I mean, in the World Series.
Royals.
Royals.
They're coming back.
Shoot, I don't know. It'll be the Royals.
I'm
No, I didn't pick them to win anything.
We didn't even put them in the playoffs.
It'll be. I don't even remember who I picked for the playoffs because I was kind of BSing that part.
Cool. I'm gonna say the Astros. I'm going with the Astros only because I want to see it happen.
Yeah, I want to see it happen too, so I'm going to go with the Astros.
All right, AV. Who do you think? Who represents the AL in the World Series?
Seattle Mariners.
Seattle Mariners. Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's who I picked. All right, well, all this is all messed up, but yeah, let's sign off.
All right, that's
What are you
all.
looking at?
That's all the time we have for
What are you
today.
looking at?
Looking at you.
We will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll do the NL rundown. For AV, Javier, and Ace, I'm Mike, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.
Vote for Gardner.